Welcome back. In this section, we'll talk about applications of propositional logic. To start with, we'll talk about translating English sentences, and this can be a little bit tricky because most languages have a fair amount of ambiguity. And this is precisely why there is value in translating them into propositions with logical connectives. Unfortunately, we often have to make some assumptions based on context or intended meaning, so make those assumptions carefully. To look at an example, we'll come up with a sentence. You can ride the bus only if you have a pass or you are invisible. We'll take that sentence and we'll break it down into separate pieces that we'll represent by a letter. So we'll let you can ride the bus be represented by B. We'll represent you have a pass be represented by P. And you are not visible be represented by the negation of V. Then we can put this into a propositional statement with logical connectives. So we can say you can ride the bus only if, and then we'll put this inside parentheses, you have a pass or you are not visible. Note that the choice of letters was rather arbitrary. We just happened to choose letters that seemed to make sense based on what they were representing. Also note that each one of the statements is a statement that either has a true or a false value. And that's a key to them becoming a proposition. The true and false value options are what we call Boolean. These Boolean options crop up commonly in daily life. One such place is doing internet searches. Most search engines use and support Boolean search options. We will look at some of these using the Google search engine. The Google search engine has some of the Boolean search options available built into their search line. However, if you click on the settings area down in the bottom right-hand corner of the Google search page, you can go to Advanced Search and learn all about these different Boolean search options. So once we're here, we'll take a look at some features like all of these words, which uses a Boolean and, any of these words, which uses a Boolean or, none of these words, which is using a negation. And you'll notice that for the negation, all we have to do is put a dash in front of it. Dash is very similar to our negation symbol from logic, so this will work out kind of well. So let's go ahead and do a search for, say, dogs. And when we do our search, it comes in the search box with the minus in front of it. Of course, it didn't find anything because all we told it to do was not find something. So maybe we want to find the word blue, but not dogs. So now when we do our search, it's searching for blue, but not dogs. I'm not sure if we'd find many dogs when we did a blue search. So let's go ahead and take off the dogs, see what that search for just plain old blue would have been. Okay, so our very first thing on there, blue designs, then Yeti blue. So let's try this. Let's go back on our search and take blue and tell it we don't want any of the results returned to have Yeti. So we do blue and not Yeti. And now we'll note that these results have blue, but they're missing the ones that had Yeti in it. So the Boolean operator is working. Let's go ahead and look at what happens when we use two words in the all of these words portion. Again, this is the logical AND operator. So we could do something like blue healer. And depending on which kind of a healer we were talking about, we could either have been talking about a healer, like somebody who heals, or a healer, like a dog that's a herding kind of a dog. So we get the results for things that use both of those words, and notice that the results here automatically corrected or changed our spelling. If we wanted to search for blue healer, as in one who heals, we'd have to click the bottom option here. As it is, it searched for blue healer, Heeler. And all of the results that we see are for dogs that are of that category. That is, the ones that have the word blue and the word healer in the results. Also, you may want to take a look at how many records were found in the results. There was 5,870,000 results. Roughly, it rounds them off. Now look what happens if we take that and put it down into the any. Let's go ahead and do the healer the way they want to spell it. So we'll do blue healer, and this time we'll match any of the words. Notice when you first look at it, the results dramatically larger. Here we've got 23,460,000,000 results. So that's significantly more when your results have the word blue or the word healer in it. One thing to take a look at and note is there's a little bit of a how do you put these things into your search box if you don't want to go to the advanced search page like this. The default way that it searches is using all these words. You can use the word or as a logical connective between there to do any of these words search. If you want an exact phrase, you can put it inside of quotes, and so on, as you go down through and you see all of the different options here. So that's one particular example of how we use these logical connectives in everyday life.